Good morning, good people from across the world. Welcome to this episode of International Diaries. I'm your host, Aurelia. Now, have you ever wondered what it takes to be an international student? How it feels like? The challenges and the success stories behind being an international student? Well, this is the place to be. And in today's special edition, we are so privileged to have an international student all the way from Uganda, Maxwell Raff. Welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
Thank you so much. I am Maxwell Raff Ochieng from Uganda. I'm the chairperson for the International Students Association at Egerton.
Yeah.
And I am pursuing Masters of Research and Public Service, Public Policy
Yeah.
at Fed course,
Okay.
second year.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Karibu sana. Feel at home, relax, and let us talk about being an international student, what it takes, and all that. So, Maxwell, you've mentioned that you are doing a course in research and public policy.
Yes.
Now you're doing it under a foreign curriculum. Do you find it any different from your home curriculum?
Yes. Basically, the system is different,
Yep.
but the package of the course is the same, because it's a course actually taken under a consortium of 11 universities in Africa,
Okay.
sub-Saharan Africa actually.
Okay.
And under the PASGA. PASGA is a partnership for African social and governance research.
Okay.
They design the policy, they design the curriculum, and the packages are the same across.
Yeah, the policies that affect the continent in general.
Not actually. When we talk of public policy, it is
Okay.
general policies for the public.
Okay.
And there are too many. And as a student of public policy, at the master's level, now you tend to specialize on specific areas where
Yes,
you
yeah.
really where you have interest.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, I am passionate about climate change, and I'm working on climate change policies,
Yeah.
looking at the impacts, looking at the effects,
Yeah.
how best we can improve them.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically that.
That is what you're doing.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. So, Maxwell, I know you did not carry all your friends from Uganda to come and study here in Kenya, right? So tell us about your social circle. How is it like?
It's challenging one.
Okay.
Living in a foreign country.
Yeah.
First of all, I know not just being a foreign country, but basically, when you go to school, first of all, even though you're in your home country, and you are studying in a different environment, it takes you time to cope up with the situation.
Yes, yes.
There are a few challenges. That one is when you are in country, and now it also becomes more complex when you go out of the country.
Yeah.
And personally, I think I've coped up with the social life.
Yes.
Because it has been my wish to stay out of my country.
Yeah. For how long now have you been out of your country?
2 years. This is the second year. Yes.
Wow.
Second year.
Okay.
And, basically, it's not only Kenya.
Yes.
And I'm one person who likes adventuring.
Okay.
I have moved some few countries.
Yeah.
Like last year, we had a summer school, which is also part of our scholarship.
Okay.
We go out to Germany, we stay for the whole month, and you see the differences in all these countries. Actually, from home, we have different way of doing things.
Yes.
Now coming to Kenya, it is slightly different, though not much.
Yeah.
And now,
considering it is just a neighboring country.
Yeah, and because there are a few things we borrow from Kenya, a few things Kenyans borrow from Uganda.
Okay.
But when it's come to the social life, I think here people are not so friendly.
Really?
That is basically what I think. Yeah. And not like in Uganda. In Uganda, people are more friendly and social.
Okay.
And I have also gone out with a few friends.
Okay. Oh, Kenyan friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when we are out there, it's really fine that everyone minds their own business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just find it...
you take something like, you want to take a drink, take a soda. I think it's not a culture of sharing. Here, somebody feels once you buy something for them, they also feel like they should pay back by buying you something. That is the complexity I have really seen.
It is how life has taught us here in Kenya. You know, sometimes it is give me, I give you. That is what most people think it's all about, friendship. But that is not it. Friendship is all about...
In Uganda, for us when we go out, sometimes a friend may just decide to sponsor the whole day.
Okay.
For the whole cycle.
Yeah.
You just take your stomach and you enjoy. And
the communal needs.
Yeah, we just live communally, and it's just like today is you, tomorrow
it's me,
tomorrow the other person.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually doesn't bar people from staying with the friends whether you have it or you don't have.
Okay.
Yeah, but here I think it's a little more different.
Yeah. Because most of the people are so much reserved and all that.
Yes, I think it's just because of the country. I think Kenya is expensive.
Yes, yes, that's true.
And it's not like Uganda. You remember at one point our president was saying in Uganda even fools can survive. So in fact life is cheaper in Uganda.
Yeah. And I'm told in Uganda you can just get into someone's piece of land or full of bananas, you sit, eat, then proceed.
Yeah, actually I think that is the nickname of Uganda, being Pearl of Africa.
UK being what?
Pearl of Africa.
Okay.
It's just like a village you can go and
just eat and just...
But of course, as you go to somebody's garden, you can find cassava, sweet potatoes, mangoes, bananas. You eat, but you don't carry.
Oh, that is the point I was waiting for you to say. You can't carry it. You just make your stomach full.
Okay, then you walk and go.
Hey, that's
actually,
interesting.
when you carry it, you become a thief.
I must visit Uganda very soon.
That is actually the village life that we live in Uganda. In fact, you can have a visitor and you can visit somebody and you stay in someone's village for the whole week without spending money.
Wow.
And you're eating, you're sleeping.
Yeah. Life is lifing there. Yeah.
Actually, compared to here, it's a little more different.
Economy, you know. Yeah.
You know, like fruits issues, things of the mangoes, the bananas.
Okay.
They're like, at some points, they're like wild fruits.
Okay.
You can, actually like mangoes, they grow up anywhere in the village.
They are like bushes,
Yeah. So when it's the season, actually like around this period, up to May, June, you eat.
You just eat.
Actually, you don't even need to ask for the mango. You just pick and eat, and you
as long as you don't carry. Yeah. Don't forget that.
And of course, even those ones in the bush, they grow like wild ones. You can just go and collect them like wild fruits.
Okay.
But of course, it's only in urban areas where you find those fruits are
being sold.
In the villages, actually, you may wake up in the morning and find along the road there are buckets and basins of mango.
Yeah.
At a very cheap price.
Okay.
Something like 500 Uganda shillings, something like 1,000.
Okay.
Actually, 500 Uganda shillings. I even don't know how to say it in Kenyan.
In Kenyan shillings, but it's
you
cheaper.
Don't have.
It's cheaper.
I think you don't have something like that.
Okay.
Because your 100 Kenyan shillings is 3,000 Uganda shillings.
Okay.
100 is 3,000.
It's 3,000.
Yeah, so now when you want to get to 500, you need to divide these 100 by 6. That is when you get to 500.
And there was a certain joke that was going around that in Uganda people carry money with a wheelbarrow to the supermarket. Is it true?
That one is still a joke, but I think I think we may go there at one point.
Okay.
But I think our money is also good.
Okay.
Actually, it's the reason for the cheap life in Uganda.
Yes.
You know, in Uganda, you cannot actually, when you hear of price increase, the increase may be around 500 and it becomes much.
Just to the
500
little
shillings
margin.
becomes much.
Okay.
And here, when an increase of 5 bob, 10 bob,
It is much. Yeah,
it's
it
really,
is.
really too much.
Okay. So shifting, concerning that your immediate social cycle is back at home, still on that.
Yes.
Okay. So, like family, the people you grew up with, right? How does it work for you? Like, considering the social distance is that big?
It was tough in the beginning. Just to accept that now you don't have your family around. And because those are people who mean a lot to you.
Yes, yes.
It was tough in the beginning, but at least at this point, I think I've picked up, copied up with some.
Yes.
I grew up to accept that, yes, it is no more, they are not there.
Yes.
And since they are not there, I cannot kill myself.
Yeah, for that reason.
Okay. And above all, Uganda is near. I really sometimes feel for my other friends from, say, maybe from West Africa, from South Africa.
They are far.
They are far. And once they are here, they stay here for the whole 2 years.
Okay.
And then they go back. But for us, here we can sneak home.
Yeah.
Sometimes come back.
Okay. So what was your growing up like? How was it?
First of all, I must tell you it's really a little more complicated because in the normal setting, lastborns are supposed to have a very good, simple life.
So you are a lastborn?
Yeah, in the normal setting, the normal thinking.
That is.
But to the contrary, I think mine was not that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up with a single parent.
Okay.
That is the mother, and I think she pampered me a lot in the beginning.
Okay.
Up to the time I was at the university, we could still spend a lot of time with her, and I could miss her even when I was at the university.
Yeah.
Couldn't miss her. I think the way she brought me up and made me think I am always the mommy's boy.
Yeah, the little baby.
Yeah, so I think I did not grow up so well. I started learning this other social life.
Okay.
Seeing the hard part of life.
Yeah.
When I left home for the university.
Okay.
And that was the first time I was very far from her. And I took a lot of time without her. But generally, I did not grow up like a planned kid.
Okay.
I grew up from a very hard angle.
Yeah.
You know, living with a single parent who is a mother.
It is never easy.
She always tries to provide what she even doesn't have.
Okay.
So I really grew up knowing life generally is not an easy thing.
Okay.
That you really need to go out there and face it. Though my mother used to pamper me a lot and did not expose me to some of those things.
The difficulties when I
moved out and when I lost her, that is when I really started seeing life as not an easy thing. So I need to catching up with the hard part of life.
Yeah.
Was a little more challenging for me in the beginning.
Yeah.
I had to, at first I even dropped out of school.
Wow.
At least I was a school dropout.
For how long was that? And why did you drop out?
First, I stayed home after my senior 4.
Okay. Senior 4, that is secondary school?
Secondary school, yeah.
Okay.
Secondary school.
Yeah.
Because for us, we have the system of 7 years in primary.
Okay.
6 years in secondary, which is divided into 2.
Yeah.
Is the lower secondary, which is the senior 1 to senior 4. That one we call them ordinary level.
Yeah.
Then we have the high school, that is senior 5 and 6.
Okay.
Yeah, so from senior 4 after my exams.
Yeah. Before you joined university.
A level. No, we have first of all A level.
A level first, okay.
Yes. So after senior 4, the person who was paying me actually wanted me to cross to primary teacher education.
Okay.
But I was like, okay, fine. Since you don't have money this year, let me stay back home.
Okay.
As we mobilize the money. And for him, it was like, okay, fine. If you wish, you can stay back. And if you feel you want to go to school, you can let me know and I take you to the teachers' college.
Yes.
But I did not have that interest. So I had to stay back home.
Yeah.
For 1 year. Then he also felt like this man is determined to stay home. Then he took me to A-level.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to A-level, the 2 years.
Okay.
After 2 years, I joined the university.
Yeah.
First course. Then the person who was paying me again at some point, his name disappeared from the payroll.
Okay. Which course did you take?
Bachelor's of Science in Population Studies.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first course I did at
your degree course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then from there, when the salaries disappeared, I had to stay back, drop out again.
Mm.
Then
you dropped out again from the university?
Yes. We got the...
Is it because of the challenges or what?
Basically, it was the fees.
Okay.
It was the fees challenges that I could not afford at that point.
Yeah.
So I went back again to the university, studied.
Okay.
It was a 3 years course.
Yeah. So you dropped out for how long?
I dropped out for 1 year.
Okay.
Went back.
That's quite long.
Yeah, I went back. Then after that one.
And did you focus?
Yeah, I was really the 1 year I was home. I was doing nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course, going home, the only thing we would do was just to go to the garden with the old woman.
Yes.
Just do some simple
farming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that for the whole year.
Yeah. Then what made you go back?
Actually, when you got the salaries.
Yes.
I went back to the university, and this was not. It was not again a long period before he passed on.
No.
So when he passed on, and basically I had nothing.
And you are left alone now.
Yeah, so I had to drop out.
Okay.
Again, and now that was real dropping out.
Okay.
The other one, you dropped out and you have hope.
Okay.
But this time,
it was you are alone.
All hopes were gone, and there was nothing. So I had to stay out for, that was 2008.
2008,
yes.
Okay.
I dropped out and I stayed out for 10 years. After 2018.
That is so long.
Yeah, that is when I again
That's a long dropping out.
Yeah, I joined actually another university now.
Okay.
Yeah, that was now later university. I went and did public administration and management.
Okay.
Bachelor's.
So you started afresh, or
yes,
you picked up from where you left?
I started afresh. Yeah, with 3 years. Actually, my life's journey has not been that easy.
Yeah.
Even when I went back
to
the university, and of course with my political background.
Yeah.
There was a time we had the COVID-19. Then we had that break, and then we also had the elections for the national youth MPs.
Yeah.
Male and female, that was now decentralized to district levels.
Yes.
So that we went for the elections, and on our way back, we got an accident.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. It
must have been so difficult.
That was a hard one.
Yeah.
We were on a motorcycle.
What happened?
We had a head-on collision with the truck.
Okay.
And it was unfortunate. The person I was carrying passed on.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
Was it just a mere person or someone close to you?
Actually, someone very close to me. Actually, a cousin that I grew up with her in the same family, under the same roof.
Yeah.
She was actually the one cooking for me.
Okay.
Because at home we were only two now with the old woman, so this other elder brother and the sisters, they were already at boarding school, so we were only two, and she came to take care of me.
Yeah.
She could cook for me. We grew up together with her.
You were so close to her.
And we were real close. So after that, she passed on.
Oh, no,
I stayed in the hospital. I had to apply for another day year at the university.
Okay.
Yeah, that one I was sick. And this other course was really not an easy one, because I was the one looking for my own tuition.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also had a family.
Okay.
The young family.
Yeah.
So it was really challenging. But
kids
Yeah,
As a kid.
I have 2 kids.
Wow,
Now.
congratulations. It's not easy being a parent.
Yeah, so I could provide for the family, provide for your tuition.
Okay.
Yeah, but of course I was just doing this blend of things with politics.
Okay.
Yeah, mixed it with politics.
Politics, hustling here and there, paying your fees.
Yeah, sometimes
going
you
back
get
to
some
class.
allowances from the meetings and from the political.
Just having a
Put them
balanced
together,
life.
then
Yeah.
you go to class. But of course now when I also went back, I actually took this as something I needed to prove to the world that I was not what people think about me.
Yeah.
Because back home, we could, when we play our cards in the centers, we would say, this is not a wasted person.
Okay.
So I wanted to prove
A
to them.
dropout.
Yeah, so I wanted to prove to them that I am not wasted. So I went back on a weekend program. Could ride the motorcycle on Fridays, 10 classes on Saturday, Sunday. Come back in a Sunday evening or Monday morning.
Yeah.
Then the hustle continues for the week, looking for fuel to go, looking for upkeep. It was
You know,
a hard
hustling and studying, those two things. You know, when I go to the university, I also started hustling myself.
Yeah.
It was not easy balancing the two. I used to sell do you know samosas?
Yes.
Yes. I used to wake up at 5, make samosas. At 8, I'm in class. Samosas are ready in the display. It was so hectic, you know. I'm a class rep at the same time. I have to organize classes. You know, you have just to be there.
Yeah.
And the push behind hustling and balancing with education. As long as you have just that one thing that is keeping you going. You know, I'm not doing this for the rest of my life, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just here to do what it takes so that I can navigate through. So I really relate with your story, hustling and getting
to books, studying. You know, actually,
it is not easy
when you don't have a free mind.
Yeah.
It actually disturbs even your performance.
And you know, if you focus a little bit, you just do magic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I actually should tell you people that under all these circumstances, had this situation.
You graduated finally. Which year?
I finally graduated in 2023 January.
Okay.
And you know, during our graduation, yes, I am not bragging, but I should say,
yeah, you should
I was
say
the best in the whole university.
Okay.
Yeah, that one, at least I am proud of it.
Yeah.
And again, another magic that happened.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Another magic that happened, I applied for a scholarship before graduation. And I got the scholarship.
Wow.
So after graduation, I graduated in January.
Yeah.
By September, I was pursuing masters and a scholarship.
Wow.
So it's
just graduating, then scholarship, then life.
And actually immediately after that, everything changed.
Yeah.
Life has never been
the same again. Can I say something? You know, all the challenges that people go through, and all the ups and downs, like you can think that this seems to be the end, but no, it is just preparing you for the bigger thing that happens. So you know, if you right now, you're just a full package of everything. You're ready to face life. You know, you have seen it all.
Yeah, right? Actually, now what else haven't I seen in this life? I have seen all the bad life, and in fact, all even the good life.
Yeah,
I have seen it. So actually, I just sympathize with some people.
Yeah,
the way some people want to give up in life.
Yeah,
it is not all about giving up. In life, you need to keep pushing.
Yeah,
and the worst thing I've always told myself is not to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And I have never been comfortable. So I keep on pushing. I want to be that best person. I want to exploit every opportunity in me.
That comes
there was some kind of meme that I used to like. That hard times don't last, but I think this one has come with a power bank. See, it was like hard.
It was charged.
It was really hard. And it was not about to end. And come on, I was like, could this be the end?
Yeah.
But of course, I also get motivated by some saying that when you see the steep is too much,
yes,
you know you're about to get to the slope.
That is true.
Yeah, so when, just like they say, when the night is too dark,
yeah,
it's about to get to the morning hours.
Yeah.
So that also kept me moving.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Maxwell, understanding that most of the Kenyans are Swahili speakers,
Yep.
Relating with fellow students, lecturers here and there might be easy because of the normal English, international English language. So what about the relationship you have had and the scenes and the weird occasions you have had from matatus, in the market when you go to buy tomatoes? What is the most weirdest occasion you have had with Swahili speakers you are not understanding, like, yeah? What are you saying?
It's funny.
Okay.
At least it's not the case in the Uganda where I come from.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't want to blame the Kenyans.
Okay.
Once you're out there, you're out to explore.
Yeah. In the matatus, how is it like you getting in the
first time when I got to Kenya, first time, I boarded the matatu and I found a lady conductor and she overcharged me.
Okay.
From Nakuru town to Egerton, I paid 300 shillings.
Wow.
I didn't know, and I felt it was small money. I felt it was really small money because I gave her 1,000 Kenyan shillings. She gave me back 700, and I was like, okay, fine. I thought it was.
You thought it was the normal rate.
I thought it was the normal rate.
Yeah.
Then in the evening when I was going back to Uganda, because I actually faced a very hard moment.
Okay.
I reached in the international linkage, and they told me there was actually a document that I needed to have it.
Yes.
And I did not carry it.
Okay.
And the document I could only get from the Interpol in Uganda.
Okay, and you could not coordinate online?
They needed a fingerprint.
Okay.
So I needed to go there myself.
Yeah.
So I had to travel back that same evening. When I was leaving Egerton Gate to Nakuru town, I gave them 500 shillings and they gave me back 400. I was like, what is happening? Coming to Egerton is 300.
Then back is 100.
What is this? I really could not understand. So, and again, another experience that I saw, I entered and at a point I could see everybody giving their phones to the conductor.
You're like, what's happening?
I didn't know. He was like, come on, what is this? So
then conductors never told you songa. So you're like, songa. What is
with the
songa?
issue of parking people, I think it's the same thing.
Okay.
Back in Uganda, they can park you like bags of charcoal. So it was not new to me, at least with this matter. So I think they have some fun, some lifestyle which is almost the other one. Now the most complicated one was the phones and this
and the sambaza. The wood
there's something they put here and
how do you call it in your country? You call it sambaza.
They are not
you
there.
Don't use that.
They are not there.
Okay.
You know, for us, our matatus, the seats are designed in a way that the last one is folded.
Oh, it's a folded chair.
Yeah, so you fold it to go to the last one.
Okay.
So after the back seat is filled up, you unfold this.
Yeah.
Person comes and sit on this, then again unfold this. So these are the ones of them.
It must be a comfortable one here.
Yeah. So
you know, after COVID, that is when we adopted the M-Pesa transactions. Most of the time was just cash. Then after COVID, the policy came that there is no touching. You know, when you touch money, COVID might transmit and all that. Yeah, so that is how we...
I think that is one thing I have liked in Kenya. And then also the environment management.
Yeah.
The waste management.
Yeah.
Waste disposal.
Yeah.
I think it's also one thing I have loved here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really good.
Considering the climate
with the Kiswahili thing,
change and all that. Yeah.
At least I suffered.
Okay.
At first, at some point in class, you find even the lecturers actually turn automatically to Kiswahili.
And you're like,
what is happening?
I'm hanging.
So me, I could just see people laughing and I would also start laughing. I don't know what they're laughing. Some of them were also laughing at me again. Those ones who knew I don't understand what is going on. They actually laugh at me. Then for me, I also...
It just becomes funny.
Yeah, I also think maybe the lecturer said something funny, so I also laugh with them now.
And how can you laugh, Shuel? It's something you don't understand.
Actually, I just wanted to be around, just to be around. Not until
sometimes
actually,
you just join, eh?
yeah, sometimes actually now the lecturers also learned that there is one person who does not.
So you're the kind of person
they're like, oh, okay, fine. Then they go back now and re-say the same things in English.
Yeah.
So I also pick up from there.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Now, Maxwell, we are living in a generation of young people, so many youthful people, you know. Most of them, actually, the Gen Zs, we the Gen Zs. Are you a Gen Z?
No.
You're not a Gen Z.
Actually,
you're a millennial.
Actually, one, I am not. Two, I also don't like it.
You don't like the
I
name
don't like
or
the
what?
way they have actually taken this name.
Okay.
You see, actually, I think that generation alone is also misleading.
Yeah.
You see, these young people think, yes, they are young and they have come up in the era where they feel they can do anything for themselves.
So where do you think the problem is with this generation? Because there's a problem somewhere. There's a problem.
Actually, I think I also want to blame the parents and blame some of the policies and what the people, we call them the human rights activists.
Okay.
I think I don't concur with most of their activism.
Okay.
Actually, they are trying to pamper our children so much.
Okay.
Most people think they can get things on a soft plate.
Yeah.
On a silver plate, which is not the case.
Yeah. People
I think the parents also carry some blame.
Yeah, parenting.
So I think actually our parents are also taking now the young generation as so they can provide for them everything.
Okay.
And that alone will actually make the young generation to provide for themselves.
Okay.
And then I think when they also reach the time that they are supposed to provide for their children, that is the time that they will really realize that.
And what do you think they should do to avoid? You know, the future generation has to be.
Yeah, we need continuity and at
we
least.
need continuity. What do you think it should be done? They should do, or they should be doing now.
I think actually we need to revisit our policies.
Okay.
And actually on Sunday, my pastor was preaching about something about the CBC system.
Okay.
I didn't know that aspect, but I think I liked it.
Yeah.
That at school, they actually pair two people.
Yeah.
Like me and you, they say, for 2 weeks you are married. You live like a husband and a wife.
Yes.
And then you have a kid, a doll.
Okay.
Which is remote controlled by your tutor or a lecturer, a teacher.
Yeah.
You will go out normally, you sleep, and then at any point, the person, the teacher just presses a button and the kid starts crying. And you cannot stop, either in public.
Yeah.
You need to at least show that you are a responsible person. What will you do when the kid is crying?
Yeah.
You need to actually try your best to make the kid stop. But now at this point, you cannot.
Okay.
They can press the button and the kid poo-poo. You need to change the pampers, you need to change this. And at the end of the 2 weeks, they ask the kid, the parents, how do you take it? Do you really wish to have a kid now? Okay. The first question was asked to
and those girl. Are kids?
Yes, they're kids.
It's like a scene.
Then the lady was like, I don't want anything called a kid.
Okay.
So now, of course, now you know when you say you don't want something called a kid means you're not going to get into this reckless and useless relationship that may land you into such problems. So I think I liked that aspect, and I think can teach our young people so well.
Yeah.
So that they cannot.
These early pregnancies.
That one I think we can handle it that way. You know, you're creating something in the mind of somebody that it is hard to do it now.
Yes.
And somebody feels like I cannot handle now. So I think that would be so better. I think we need to work on some of these policies for our young generation.
Yeah.
And as parents, I think we also need to let our children know that unless you work for something, you cannot get it.
Okay.
You know, for me, actually, right now, I'm also parenting now the kids.
A boy or a girl or boys?
There is a boy and a girl.
Wow.
And so I really don't want to.
And they're teenagers.
Yeah, you see, their mother actually will want to provide them everything.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes I would also tell them, why can't we go without breakfast today?
Or just eat sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
No jam and
You just say
bread.
there's the cassava.
Yes.
That the one that's left over. So we can take that one without even tea.
Yeah.
So we can just eat like that.
Without tea.
Just once in a while.
That's really surely.
No, just once in a while.
Cassavas without tea.
Yeah, you can take cassava and water. What is wrong with that?
It will.
Water, you have water. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not that, yes, maybe we cannot afford, but we also want to let them know that even without tea,
Yeah.
you
Life
can
can
still
just.
survive.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of.
Like showing them there is this soft life
Yeah,
and there is
yeah.
this
They also
soft
actually, they should know this other part. This
Both
other part.
sides of
Life is
life.
not steady. Sometimes you may not have it
Yeah.
if you actually tell them that it must be there. As a parent, you may not have it one day,
Yeah.
and then it becomes a problem.
It becomes a
challenge.
big problem. The kid
At least
cries
let
the whole
them know.
day.
Let them
all
know that you can do without this. Yeah. So that is actually how sometimes I do my things.
That is really amazing. Thank you guys for watching the International Diaries. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more amazing episodes like this. Goodbye for now.